Caroline, thank you so much for joining us. I'm a little biased because I'm from New York and I love New York, but what made you choose the U.S. Open in front of the New York crowd to make your comeback?
I think New York is a special place for me and my family. We have amazing memories here, and that's where I wanted to start. The courts suit me well. I've played well here in the past, so it was the perfect place for me to start.
Now, you've achieved so much, so I have to ask, do you have any expectations for the comeback, and do you have a time frame, or are you just taking it day by day?
At this point in my career, I just take it day by day. I see how everything goes, how I feel, how my family's doing. I think you can't plan too far out in the future, but obviously I want to play the best tennis that I possibly can and see where it takes me.
During your time off, you spent time doing tennis commentary. You saw the analytical side of the game. How do you think that kind of impacts your game now?
Yeah, I think you obviously see a lot from the outside. It's much easier to see the tactics and everything else that's going on outside. Seeing it from above and being away from the game as well, you realize how many other things there are outside of the tennis court. And I think it gives me some sort of a calmness going onto the court and just being very secure in my game and everything else. And I think that's definitely giving me an advantage coming back to play.
What did you pick up during your time off? Any new hobbies?
Well, I have two little kids. I have a 2-year-old and a 10-month-old, so they keep me very busy. I haven't really had time to pick up new hobbies other than, obviously being a mom and doing all of that.
Speaking of tennis comebacks from moms, we have Azarenka, Svitolina, and Serena, who was your bridesmaid at your wedding. Have you spoken to her, and how has she inspired your comeback?
Yeah, I think there's a few women now that have come back after having children, and I tasted the medicine of defeat to Kim Clijsters in 2009 when she won the US Open after having a child herself, and I played her in the finals, and that was the first big player that I've heard of that had children and won Grand Slams. And so seeing obviously Serena coming back and playing unbelievable, and Azarenka and Svitolina, it just gives you a lot of inspiration that you can do it too. And Serena, obviously is busy right now, just had her second daughter, but, she still takes time out to text me and see how I'm doing and how I'm feeling.
You've been very open about your rheumatoid arthritis. You're making this amazing tennis comeback. What message do you want to send to people?
Yeah, I think for me, it's just important to show, especially myself and also my kids, that you can really do whatever you put your mind to. If you want it bad enough, you're going to find a way. You're going to work hard for it. I have RA, which is not easy to deal with in the first place, and especially when you're trying to play competitive tennis on the highest level, it's the little margins that make a difference. It's trial and error. You do your best, and you go out there and you fight for everything, and you hope that it's going to go well. And I think being a mom, it's important to show your kids that it's possible, and other moms that whatever you believe in, that you can do everything that you put your mind to. You can be a mom, you can have a career, you can live out your passion too.
Part of being a mom is dealing with logistics. You're traveling with 8 people, including 2 kids. Talk about those logistics: car seats, car rides, flights, hotels.
It's a lot. It's for sure a lot. We have a lot of hotel rooms, or we try and rent houses or apartments at places. It makes it a little easier. The hard part is figuring out how do we get the whole family from A to B all over the world. That's definitely not easy, but the kids are so adaptable. They don't mind. We flew from Europe to Montreal, and their jet lag was less than mine. So it's definitely a challenge, but it's also fun, and it's so exciting to see their faces and new places. They learn so much all the time.
Now, your father, you've had an unbelievable relationship with him. He's been there with you when you were world #1. You won your first Grand Slam. Now, how is he taking on this new chapter as a grandfather and now your tennis comeback?
Yeah, he's excited to be part of it again. I think definitely he was questioning whether I was really serious about coming back, but then he also knows once I put my head into something, I'm going to do it 100%. So he's there by my side, and he's excited for this new challenge.
One of your goals is the Paris Olympics. What would coming back or coming to the Olympics again as a mother mean to you?
It would mean so much. I mean, what special achievement that would be. I'm doing my best to get there, and still a little ways to go, so I have some time to qualify, but I'm very excited for the possibility. And the kids obviously are getting older and understanding more and more, and it would be special to be there with them.
As a mother, would it have a different meaning or importance to you?
For sure. I've played 3 Olympics before. I've been the flag bearer for my country, which is one of my personal biggest achievements. But coming back and playing in Olympics after having 2 children, that would definitely be something very, very special. So that's my goal, and I hope I'll be there.
What have the fans meant to you in your comeback? What kind of warmth have you felt from them?
It's been pretty special. Already my 2 first tournaments back, I've just really felt the love from the fans, and you can really also tell there's a lot of moms in the crowd, and I get a lot of stories from them and how happy they are to see a fellow mom on tour and living out my passion, my dreams. So the support that I've felt has been absolutely incredible, and I'm excited to see how it's going to feel out there at the U.S. Open as well.
Anything else you hope to do in New York while you're here for the U.S. Open that's not tennis related?
I want to take the kids to the zoo. We're going to go to a couple of the museums. This is all around the kids, you know. But also our friend just opened Sartiano's, and we're going to go there because I heard that food is amazing. So that's on our bucket list for the next few days.
The last question I have, your husband, David Lee, a basketball legend, you a tennis player, basketball player and tennis player in the future for your kids?
I don't know. James is very tall already, and he's a big baby. So, possible for basketball, but whatever he wants to do. Olivia's obsessed with anything with the ball. Right now it's tennis. She loves basketball too, and soccer. So that could be anything, but I hope they'll be into sports and wanting to stay active. That would be my hope for them.
Hey, I heard Djokovic is taking his son around to tournaments. Maybe the kids can play with his son. Yeah. Get out there.
In a few years, we'll have a competitive little junior circuit for them.
Thank you so much, Caroline.
Thank you.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the Today Show every weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific on our streaming channel, Today All Day. To watch, head to today.com/allday or click the link right here.